When installing floor receptacles in a new concrete slab, several factors need careful consideration to ensure a safe and code-compliant installation. The primary concern revolves around providing a recessed receptacle with a flush floor plate, particularly when standard floor boxes are unavailable. Firstly, directly embedding a standard mud box within the concrete is generally not advisable. Mud boxes are designed for installation within walls, typically block walls, and lack the structural integrity and sealing necessary for direct concrete encasement. Concrete can exert significant pressure during curing, potentially deforming or damaging the mud box. Moreover, the absence of proper sealing can lead to moisture ingress, compromising the electrical connections within. Secondly, utilizing a concrete-rated 4-inch octagonal box presents a more viable alternative. These boxes are specifically designed to withstand the rigors of concrete embedding. However, their adaptability to a floor receptacle and flush plate requires careful planning. Consider the following steps. 1. Select a concrete-rated 4-inch octagonal box constructed from durable materials such as galvanized steel or heavy-duty plastic. Ensure the box is listed and labeled for concrete encasement, meeting relevant UL standards. 2. Before pouring the concrete, securely mount the octagonal box to the slab form using appropriate fasteners. Ensure the box is level and flush with the finished floor surface to accommodate the wood flooring that will be installed later. 3. Run PVC conduit from the electrical panel or a nearby junction box to the octagonal box location. Securely connect the conduit to the box using appropriate fittings, ensuring a watertight seal to prevent moisture ingress. 4. After the concrete has cured, carefully remove the formwork and inspect the octagonal box for any damage or deformation. Clean out any debris that may have accumulated inside the box. 5. Install a receptacle mounting bracket specifically designed for use with 4-inch octagonal boxes. This bracket will provide a secure and stable platform for mounting the receptacle. 6. Wire the receptacle according to applicable electrical codes and manufacturer's instructions. Use appropriately sized conductors and ensure all connections are secure and properly insulated. 7. Select a floor receptacle cover plate that is compatible with the 4-inch octagonal box and the receptacle being used. The cover plate should be constructed from durable materials such as brass or stainless steel and designed to sit flush with the finished floor surface. 8. Install the floor receptacle cover plate, ensuring it is securely fastened to the mounting bracket. The cover plate should provide a tight seal around the receptacle to prevent dust, debris, and moisture from entering the box. 9. Test the receptacle using a voltage tester to ensure it is properly wired and functioning correctly. Verify that the ground connection is secure and that there are no shorts or open circuits. 10. After completing the installation, thoroughly inspect the area around the floor receptacle to ensure there are no tripping hazards or other safety concerns. Address any issues promptly to prevent accidents or injuries. It is important to note that the specific components and installation methods may vary depending on local electrical codes and the specific requirements of the project. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure the installation meets all applicable standards. Furthermore, when standard floor boxes are unavailable, several alternative solutions can be considered. Firstly, investigate alternative suppliers or online retailers that may have the desired floor boxes in stock. Sometimes, expanding the search area can reveal available options. Secondly, consider using adjustable floor boxes that can be adapted to different floor thicknesses and configurations. These boxes typically consist of a base unit that is embedded in the concrete and an adjustable top section that can be raised or lowered to match the finished floor surface. Thirdly, explore the possibility of using poke-through devices. Poke-through devices are designed to be installed through the floor, providing both power and data connections. These devices typically consist of a metal housing that is mounted flush with the floor surface in a retractable cable assembly that provides access to the electrical and data connections. Fourthly, in some cases, it may be possible to modify a standard floor box to meet the specific requirements of the project. This may involve cutting the box to size, adding additional knockouts, or modifying the mounting brackets. However, Any modifications should be performed by a qualified electrician and must comply with all applicable electrical codes. When selecting a floor receptacle cover plate, consider the following factors. 1. Material durability. Choose a cover plate made from a durable material such as brass, stainless steel, or heavy-duty plastic that can withstand the wear and tear of foot traffic. 2. Flush mounting. Ensure the cover plate is designed to sit flush with the finished floor surface to prevent tripping hazards. 3. Water resistance. Select a cover plate that provides a tight seal around the receptacle to prevent moisture from entering the box, especially in areas that are prone to spills or dampness. 4. Aesthetic appeal. Choose a cover plate that complements the surrounding floor finishes and decor. 5. Code compliance. Verify that the cover plate meets all applicable electrical codes and standards. Remember that running PVC conduit in a concrete slab requires careful consideration of several factors. 1. Conduit depth. Ensure the conduit is buried deep enough within the concrete slab to protect it from damage during construction and to prevent it from being exposed to the surface over time. A minimum depth of 2 inches is generally recommended. 2. Conduit support. Provide adequate support for the conduit to prevent it from sagging or shifting during the concrete pour. Use conduit straps or other approved methods to secure the conduit to the formwork. 3. Expansion joints. Install expansion joints in the conduit run to accommodate movement in the concrete slab due to temperature changes or settling. 4. Conduit fill. Do not exceed the maximum allowable conduit fill specified in the National Electrical Code, NEC Section 347.11. Overfilling the conduit can lead to overheating and damage to the conductors. 5. Proper sealing. Ensure all conduit connections are properly sealed to prevent moisture from entering the system. Use appropriate fittings and sealing compounds to create a watertight seal. When wiring the receptacle, use appropriately sized conductors based on the circuit amperage and the distance of the run. Refer to NEC Table 310.15b16 for allowable ampacities of insulated conductors. Ensure all connections are made within the octagonal box and that the receptacle is securely mounted to the mounting bracket. Grounding is a critical aspect of electrical safety. Ensure the receptacle is properly grounded by connecting the grounding conductor to the grounding terminal in the octagonal box and to the grounding bar in the electrical panel. A properly grounded receptacle provides a safe path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. The customer's experience as an electrician 20 years ago is valuable. However, electrical codes and best practices evolve over time. Therefore, it is essential to verify that all installation methods comply with current regulations and industry standards. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector if you have any doubts or questions. In summary, installing floor receptacles in a concrete slab requires careful planning and attention to detail. While embedding a standard mud box is not recommended, a concrete rated 4-inch octagonal box can be adapted for this purpose. When standard floor boxes are unavailable, alternative solutions such as adjustable floor boxes, poke-through devices, or modified floor boxes can be considered. Always comply with all applicable electrical codes and standards, and consult with a qualified electrician if needed. By following these guidelines, you can ensure a safe and code-compliant installation.